Do you need help? This is Paul, Dr. Nacho Goodman. Welcome to another episode of Talking Nachos, where we deliver help to help you increase your success, decrease stress, and most of all, reduce the number of times you feel like crying inside a day. Dentist Job Connect can help you hire an associate or find a job. To learn how we can help, just text HIRE to 215-543-6454. Just text HIRE to 215-543-6454. We have an awesome show today with people who are here designed to help you, our Nacho key resources and sponsors, parts of our Dentist Job Connect program. Bond the world together in our ABC to FLA, always be connecting to feel less alone. So I'm ready for my first guest when you guys are ready to bring them up. Awesome. So I have the awesome Wendy here. So Wendy, one of my things I like to do is just share what people do in this dentisting world. There's so many parts and pieces and roles. So Wendy, start off by telling us, what do you do in your daily dental life to help dentists be happier, be less stressed, connect them together?
I take the amount of time that they have to hire a team member and I drastically reduce that. So I do dental specific recruiting to help with their time management and ultimately to find a perfect person for their position.
Awesome. I mean, I've been a dentist for 19 years and I do a variety of different jobs now. But I always say that dentistry is like having a football team. You need so many people every day. I just saw Hamilton with my family. It's like the cast of Nacho Hamilton, a play that nobody really wants to see or pay for, but they have to come in. And if you're missing one cast member, the whole thing can fall apart. So let's talk a little bit more about what you're looking for and what you do. So right now, tell us who would be good for you to connect with out there in the Nachoverse. We have 10 people watching it, 100 people watching it, 1,000 people. Who are you talking to connect with the most?
Sure. So ultimately, right now, I have several positions open. I have 3 associate positions that I would absolutely love to get filled. All 3 of them are currently in the Lansing area, but I often am having new jobs just kind of pop up all over the place. So
this is awesome. I want to interject. I tell my wife I don't interrupt. I interject. It sounds nicer. But I want to interject because I know my people. So right now we're focused on the Lansing, Michigan area, which I think is where Magic Johnson was from, one of my childhood idols in basketball. So the Lansing, you have 3 positions. Now I know my dentist people. They're very into details, Wendy. They like details about the details of the details, right? Sure. If you invite them to Thanksgiving dinner, they say, "What time are we eating the stuffing? 2 or 2:30? I need to know." So let's give them a few details of these jobs in Lansing. In a broad picture way, could you tell us a little more about, are they full-time or part-time, compensation, what they're going to be doing? Tell us about that. And we can put up Wendy's text code so people can reach out to her.
Sure. All 3 are general dentist associate positions. All 3 are full-time. One location would be a single doctor, so we would need somebody a little bit more experienced. The other 2 are positions with other doctors within the practice at all times. So a general dentist, they're all Monday through Thursday. I think I have one that's a half a day Friday. No weekends, all normal hours, nothing too late, nothing too fancy.
I like that very much. Dentists aren't allowed to collude on pricing and everything, but we should collude on hours. Everyone should just work 9 to 4. Then everyone have to get that. Because I've worked Saturdays and evenings, and who wants to get a filling at 7 p.m.? Sounds good in the moment, then when it comes, I want to also just point out your text code. Dreams do come true, Wendy. Your name is scrolling at the bottom of the show here. Text Wendy to 215-543-6454. And this, Wendy, is to get connected with jobs in Michigan. But if you're not looking in Michigan or just in general, what are the other, you could connect people in the future. You're a good person to just connect with in general because you have jobs pop up all the time. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah. And if you're looking to potentially move out of your position in the next few months and you don't have, you're not in a hurry, you're not in a rush, that's also a great way to connect with me in case I have a future position open. Then I can
imagine that, Wendy. Sometimes our patients come in who never come in for cleanings, never come in for all their normal stuff, but they break their tooth. They say, "I need help now." And they're very reactive. And it's not a great way to build relationships in general. So it's great to be proactive. Yeah. Connect with people ahead of time. You never know when you need them. So I really appreciate you being part of our Job Connect program. Before we wrap up, you're working in this industry all the time. I am as well. Tomorrow I'm doing a Preventing WTF Associateships, which is preventing why these fail associateships. I just had the honor of being at the DEO, speaking to hundreds of dentists about a checklist for success, because I think there's a lot of things that go sideways in the owner-associate relationship. If you could pick 1 or 2 points that if you're an owner or an associate looking for a job that would help you be successful, any key points or tips you could share with us?
Look into the future of the schedule. When you get into an office and you think you might end up there, ask if you can look into the schedule so that you can actually see what is projected versus what is in the schedule today or in the schedule for tomorrow, because it might be nice and full, but after 3 or 4 days, if it's only a half a schedule, is that going to be great for
such an awesome point? I always say, you know, it's about asking the right questions. A lot of people think it's the right answers. So if I was applying for a job, I'd say, hey, over the next 3 months, what do you project the total production for this position to be? And if you were asking me for the associate that I replaced, I might say, hey, that's a great question. We think it's going to be about $30,000 a month. It was just somebody working 2 days a week. So when you can answer with confidence, you know that the practice owner or the manager knows. If they say, it's just going to be busy, it's a red flag, right? Because that just means they're going more in feelings than facts. So thanks, Wendy, so much for being on. Just before we wrap up, how can people reach out to you directly? You feel free to share a number, an email. What's the best way for them to do that?
Text or call is fantastic. If you find me on Facebook, message me. But my cell phone number is 517-402-9305.
Also, if you text in Wendy this number, you're going to get that back. Thanks so much for being here, Wendy. Really appreciate it.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
So as you guys can see here on Talking Nachos, we deliver human beings designed to help dentists increase success, decrease stress, or reduce the number of times they feel like crying inside a day. So I'm ready for my next guest. When our team's ready, we have also Mike Matthews, Fire Gang, Dental Marketing, one of our key resources and sponsors. And Mike, when I ask you the same question, what do you do in your daily dental life to help dentists be happier, less stressed, not want to cry inside, feel better about what they do? What does Fire Gang do?
Yeah, so in general, everything that we do, we're here to touch the lives of other people, right? Specifically with dentists. What we do specifically is we offer a fully integrated marketing approach to help dentists build their remarkable and rewarding practice. And what does that mean, right? What we do is specific to each particular dentist. So many dentists, they want to drive new patients, right? We can do that. We can do that in a very precision, laser targeted and guided way, right? Pre-qualify them. Secondly, other dentists, many, they don't want to bring on new patients, but they, in general, they want to bring on specific patients so they can focus on the procedures that are important to them and is rewarding to them. So we can help that happen as well.
I'm a medium-aged dentist, 19 years into this, Mike, and I think one of the myths of marketing from when I was younger is, oh, every new patient's good. But if you bring in a lot of class 2 composites, I don't really want to do that work. So your marketing company say, hey, I'm getting you 28 new patients a month. But if they're not the right type of patient, it's not good for your morale. So you guys can actually laser focus in. If somebody wanted to do more implants, would they be able to use Fire Gang to focus on something like that?
Absolutely. We've got 2 primary products and services. We have our flagship, which is website, fully integrated marketing approach, ads, online reputations, things of that nature. We also have a specific product and service for dentists looking to increase implants. It's called our Advanced Implant Funnel. And literally, it's pre-qualified with the implant specifically. There's a lot of tire kickers, right? I say that lovingly, but honestly, right? We're talking, 5 figures. And I mean, how many hours, Paul, have you probably wasted in your life with people that came in your chair for a consultation and never moved forward, right? You probably love to have those
more hours than I spent memorizing the Krebs cycle, and that was a lot of hours. So it is a lot.
Good. So what we do before you waste 1 second of your time, before your office staff wastes 1 second of their time, right? We have talked to these people, we have pre-qualified these people, we have made sure that they have an urgent need right now, and they have the financial resources to do it long before you ever get a phone call. We'll schedule that appointment for you.
I say, Mike, I think, one of my key points I talk about is the key to success in life is me. My wife rolls her eyes. I say, not me, Paul Goodman, managing expectations. And I think managing expectations, where it's you and your friends are going to go to eat in Philadelphia, because there's restaurants that cost $300 a person to down to $30 a person. It's getting the right patient, the right person with the right solution. Tell us a little bit. Marketing is sometimes mysterious to dentists. They're not sure why they should do it. Sometimes, just like we talked to Wendy, they do it reactively instead of proactively. Let's say you're a practice owner. You're a practice owner for 10 years. You enjoy what you're doing. Your growth's stagnant. You reach out to Mike and Fire Gang. What's the process? Tell us a little bit about the process.
Yeah. So To your point, you're right. I'm from Philly. I get it, right? We want the real, we want the details, and we don't want BS, right? Marketing to fire gang equals pre-qualified lead generation. The end. The rest is marketing or PR and collateral, right? Cool. So what we do is we give folks who are interested in possibly working with us, who are looking for a marketing solution, we give them a free complimentary strategy call.
Cool.
Right, where it's influenced by Adam Zilko, and most dentists know who Adam Zilko is. We lovingly call him the Tony Robbins of the dental marketing world, right? 3 best-selling Amazon books and whatnot. I mean, you know, precision marketing. They reach out to us. We will talk to them. We will find out specifically what's going on with their practice, what's working, what's not working, what does the end look like for them, and then we will reverse engineer a specific plan to them to say, okay, these are your goals, this is where you want to be in a year, 2 years, 3 years. Break it back down to, okay, this is what needs to happen on a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly basis to make sure that your outcome is not a goal, right? Yeah. It's happening. And it's going to happen following tried and true marketing things that we do in a very specific sequence, because syntax is important.
I think I want to interject and say that dentists consistently are inspired, but also exhausted by patients not understanding their treatment plan. Why can't I do whitening first and I have to take care of these 10 cavities, right? It's the same thing with marketing. You guys make a treatment plan for success to get the dentist where they want to go. So I know you guys, I know you know your dentist people. You have a Black Friday special. People can text in Fire Gang to 215-543-645, learn more. But tell us about this Black Friday special you have going on.
So we're killing it in a wonderful way for our patients. We've been around for 10 years. I mean, they're killing it. I mean, we're talking one of our, and this is not a one-off, our dentists, one of them in particular, 91% new patient growth in 1 month and 222% in 6 months. It's stupid. So for Dental Nachos, since this is the first time that, you know, we're connecting with you folks and we're looking forward to a long-term partnership, is we are doubling our Black Friday offer for you. That's folks, great. Right? So we're calling it the 5K your way, you know, for marketing. We're doing it 10K Dental Nachos way.
That's awesome.
We're giving $2,500 off the setup fee. I'm going to look at my notes here to make sure I'm not misspeaking. $2,500 off the setup fee, 1 month free at $2,500 discounted, which is $5,000. Then what we're going to do is they have an additional $2,500 in credits comprised of the following: an extra month free, call coaching sessions, $2,000 towards operations consulting, or here's the big kahuna, right? 1 hour, one-on-one with Tony Robbins of dental marketing. That's
great.
Right?
I mean, this is great.
The big kahuna, right?
Plus
$2,500 in other resources, scripts done for you. You know, turn your brain off, give it to your people.
Put the text code back up one more time, Del Nachos team, because this is so valuable. Right now, what's happening, Mike, in our industry, there's a lot of awesomeness and there's a lot of awfulness. Some insurances are reducing what they pay us. So it might not be the right time for you to drop every insurance or go out of network, but what you can always do is make good decisions to get the patients to do work that is both what I say, Mike, patient-centered and profitable. Implants, clear aligners, cosmetic dentistry, whatever makes you, whatever improves your dental morale and also can improve the profit. So reach out and we say, just do the demo, JDD, with Mike and his team. Thanks so much for sharing, Mike. Stick around for a minute. I want Wendy to come back on if she's here. I'll see if I can add her back. Yep, she's back. It's magic. You can take off our text codes for a second. So what I like to share at the end of these fun shows is I'm an ABC, always be connecting person, and that goes for our sponsors and key resources too. So I just ask you, Wendy, in an open-ended way, is there anything you heard on the show from Mike or me or just in general that made you think, that would be good to tell one of my clients? We should think more about that. I didn't think of it that way. I didn't know that was possible.
You know, I always like to reflect back on some of the videos, rewatch them, and then kind of gather some information like after the fact so that my brain can process everything. But I know that there's always good key resources that I can take from each different bit of a conversation, even if it's only a 5-minute conversation. So I'll rewatch that and then probably comment what I learned.
Watch it instead of Ted Lasso with your family this weekend. But what I'll actually add in, what I was thinking from your perspective as a marketing and a dental recruiter is many times dental practices are not marketing enough to fill their associate schedule. And sometimes that can be to fill the practice owner schedule so there's more left over for the associate. growing the pie. And when I talk about pie, I talk about pizza, but I know Thanksgivings have a lot of pies. So I think that what's an undervalued piece of in the associate recruiting world is, are these practices marketing? And it's a good question to ask the practice owners, because when they say they need an associate, we're so busy, how many new patients are they bringing in? So thanks, Wendy. How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I mean, I would say our customers aren't just customers, right? We build relationships. It's important to us for people that we have the privilege to work with to feel like they're getting so much more from us than we're getting from them, right? So in doing that with COVID, I mean, we have hundreds of practices that we work with, and so many of them have struggled with getting qualified personnel. So yeah. I have learned that I finally have a new friend out there in Wendy, where we can send our partners to, our friends to, and say, hey, listen, Wendy is going to help you find the right people. And if Wendy's not serving your area, I guarantee you she knows people that are. So really looking forward to.
I love that. That's the whole point of me doing everything with Nachos and Job Connect, is just to make people feel like they have, I call it FIPS, friends in your phone, that you can reach out to and say, hey, this person can solve your problem. What you said, Mike, was great. Sometimes these relationships are business relationships, and sometimes they're just people that you know, and say, hey, I know this person who does this. You should reach out to them. And that's sometimes the most authentic way to get people connected. So thanks so much, guys, for being part of Talking Nachos. Have an awesome Thanksgiving. Really appreciate what you're offering our community. Thanks so much.
Thank you.